age, a lady no longer has to hide her admiration for handsome men. What are they?
Iroquois.
Are they friendly?
I don't call a poisonous snake my friend on account of he don't bite me.
Jonathan said it was so peaceful. Oh, he's an artist. He prefers not to see things other people do.
Snakes is snakes.
Do they mean to make trouble?
You never tell what they mean, ma'am. It's them young ones, especially them Tuscaroras from the south. They're the ones to look out for.
I thought you said they were Iroquois.
They're all Iroquois, miss. The French give that name to the Mohawks, Oneidas, Tuscaroras, Cayugas, and the Senecas when they joined up together. This is all Mohawk country. The ones with the shaved heads is Mohawks. The long hairs are Tuscaroras. They're fearsome fighters, them Mohawks. Ain't nobody, not even the French or the British, ever beat them in a battle.
How soon do we reach Fort Alden?
About midday, if we don't have no trouble. There's the fort.
How do I look, Aunt Agatha? Like a very proper lady going to tea.
Huh.
Evidently, you don't approve.
When a woman puts on a war paint, she's more dangerous than any Mohawk.
Except that we like our scalps with something under them.
Dry that wagon in back of the arsenal. Keep a guard posted on it till it's unloaded.
Yes, sir.
Something precious? Muskets and powder. But there's something really precious.
She appears to be already well guarded.
The chaperone may need relief. Excuse me. May I present myself, madam? I'm Captain Langley, Commandant of Fort Alden.
How do you do? My niece, Cynthia Stanhope. I am Agatha Stanhope. We've come to visit Mr. Jonathan Adams, the painter. Do you know him?
Yes, ma'am.
Where does he live? You needn't get that frosty look. My niece is his fiancée.
Is he expecting you?
Well, no, I wanted to surprise him.
You will.
Do you know where I might find him?
Just a moment. Clem! Clem Jones! Come over here, please.
Yes, Captain?
Clem, these ladies are looking for Jonathan Adams.
So are all the other ladies.
Clem. Miss Cynthia Stanhope is Jonathan's fiancée.
No. This is not so funny. He knows about this?
My good man, we did not come here to discuss our personal affairs with you. We simply want to know where Mr. Jonathan Adams lives and where he is at this moment, and that is all. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Captain Langley.
Clem, where is Adams?
Out there someplace.
With all those frightening Indians?
There's nothing to be afraid of, ma'am. The Indians hereabout are our friends right now.
I will certainly consider you lax in your responsibilities if you allowed him to go out there without an adequate escort.
Oh, he's not alone. He took a cow along. And my daughter Greta.
Jonathan?
Uh-huh.
I'm hurting all over.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greta. Rest a while.
I'm very beautiful.
Oh, and the cow?
It is a cow.
Why are you laughing?
Well, I always laugh when someone else laughs. It is my disposition.
And if someone should cry?
Well, a woman enjoys to cry almost as much as she does to laugh.
That feels wonderful.
I know. I do it for my father all the time.
You know how to do everything to make a man happy.
That, too, is my disposition.
And when a man kisses you?
I kiss him. I am happy with it.
You know, I should marry a girl like you.
You're very sweet to say that. But you should not marry me. I am too stupid for you.
May the Lord protect me from a brainy woman.
Not if she is brainy for you. 10 years from now, I will be fat like my father. And I will marry a farmer that's stupid like me. We'll have many children. Be jolly together until we die.
You know, I'm beginning to think you're the smartest woman I've ever known.
I'm too happy to be smart.
Who will lead me to the Chief Kawanin? Rabbits do not talk, men do.
And the crow screams from the highest branch because it is afraid to touch its feet to the ground.
How will you answer me?
I will answer when you tell me why you must see him.
Since when does the great Kawanin permit boys to decide who will and who will not see him?
Your tongue is too long.
You will not shorten it. I'm in your village as a friend, and your laws protect me.
I am Kyoga, son of Kawanin. I will carry your message.
Then tell your father that I come to give him warning.
Of what?
More settlers and more muskets.
White man Butler says he brings you warning of new settlers and more muskets.
Greetings, Kawanin.
My son says you bring a warning.
Numbers tell more than words. Today, 61 settlers and a wagon load of muskets arrived at Fort Alden.
Why is this a warning?
Whose land will the settlers turn into plowed fields?
There is plenty of land.
Against whom will the muskets be used?
It is wise to be strong, for this keeps your enemies peaceful.
It is talk that many more soldiers will come.
The eagle is not afraid of the mole. Those were my father's words. And he is dead. And we, the once proud Tuscarora, are driven from our land by whites and come like beggars to our friend the Mohawks for a handful of corn and a piece of earth on which to spread our blankets. He was advised not to make war. There was no peace without surrender. They came one by one until they swarmed like ants all over us and left us nothing but a choice of how to die. It is happening here, as I saw it happen there.
The Great Spirit brought the Iroquois to the Tree of Peace and taught us to listen to the eagle that sees afar. And the wise men told us we must bind ourselves together by holding each other's hands so strongly, nothing could break them apart. White man cannot destroy us unless we forget the great laws and so destroy ourselves first.
I will make no war on the white man.
What do you want us to fight your own people?
They are not my people.
Once there was no greater warrior than your father, Kawanan.
He is getting old.
His spirit is gone.
I do not understand him. I would have said at least, let us take the muskets so they will not be used against us. Onita. Will you help us get those muskets?
But if you are caught, there will be killing.
A Mohawk is not afraid to die for his land.
Learn from the Tuscarora, whose old men called us young ones makers of fire, and chained us with their peaceful words until it was even too late to die.
The muskets make us that much stronger.
You heard what our father said.
I take our father's advice when I take the muskets. With my own ears, I heard him say, it is wise to be strong, for this keeps your enemy peaceful.
Really, Mr. Jones?
The fattest woman will portal by this. She will never try to wear it. But it will make her happy to pretend it is her size.
When do they close the gates?
At sunset.
The sun is setting now. Can anyone get into the fort after the gates are closed?
The gates do not open again until sunrise.
Aren't you worried about your daughter?
They always get back just as the gates are closing.
Always.
You! It's sunset. All Indians outside the wall.
I left my blanket back there. I do not wish to lose it.
Go get it. And hurry up. Close the gates. Wagon coming, sir. Open the gates. My cow, thank you.
Welcome. And I'm getting tired of keeping the gates open for her almost every night.
Now, don't be too hard on the captain. She forgets everything when she's having her portrait painted. Close the gates. Poor Langley, I'm afraid I give him a... Cynthia! Here. Cynthia! Well, now, what cloud did you fly in on?
I gave her a ride on my broom.
Dear Aunt Agatha, as frightening as ever.
Dear Jonathan, as flighty as usual, even in the wilderness.
Oh, that's Greta. She models for me.
But you were commissioned by the Massachusetts Society to do 20 landscapes.
And I have not a single painting without at least one tree in the background.
Show them to me, Jonathan.
Well, naturally. But first we must get you settled and talk about you and Boston and family and friends. The paintings can wait.
I'd like to see them now, Jonathan.
Well, if you insist. Coming, Aunt Agatha?
I'm not the least interested in your paintings, Jonathan, only in your character.
But you'll know me better through my work.
I will know you with more pleasure when you engage in more profitable work instead of...
Painting is my work, and if you've made this long journey to say the same things you've been saying...
Please, Jonathan. I do so badly want to see your pictures. We won't be gone long.
All these miles, days and days in a wagon. Can't even say how do you do before beginning...
Where are we going, anyway?
To see your pictures.
Oh, they're over there. Greta, take care of the wagon, please.
So you're his model, hmm?
Yes. He works very hard, ma'am. And very good, too. Look, I'll show you.
Is that all you? I'm very beautiful.
Yes.
Altogether too obviously. Very interesting. Really, Jonathan, how can you live in this dungeon?
I don't. I just sleep here. Keep my belongings here. Otherwise, I'm out of doors for as long as there's light.
You were to be home 2 months ago.
One loses track of time out here. There are the 4 seasons and Easter and Christmas, and the days don't seem to count as calendar days.
Jonathan, come home with me now before the winter sets in.
And get involved in politics? Oh, no. Not me, dear. I'm a painter, not a politician. All I want to do is paint.
You act like an irresponsible child. You need someone to take care of you.
You are really quite wonderful, Cynthia. You made this long, hard journey to tell me this because...
Because I love you.
What am I to do about you, Cynthia?
Marry me?
Oh, you've decided, huh?
Yes. We'll have a lovely home in Boston, and you'll do wonderful portraits of important people.
Shades of Aunt Agatha.
That's not very kind.
Forgive me. I'm hungry.
How can you think of food at a time like this?
But with you, my dear Cynthia, one is not permitted to think of anything more exhilarating.
I just can't understand you, Jonathan.
And you mustn't. You see, you risk propriety if you do. And where would a gentlewoman be without her precious propriety? In any event, a man with a full stomach is much easier to handle.
That from a gentlewoman. And propriety's
Cynthia!
Love plays the strings of my banjo when I am dreaming of you. Love plays the strings of my banjo and tells me my darling is true. Need your kiss, little sweetheart, when the day need your kiss, little sweetheart, like the earth needs the sun. So when I strum on my banjo, the world is humming along. Love plays the strings of my banjo. When I put my heart in my song.
Good appetite.
The bell of Fort Alden.
She should be rung every hour as a warning to all decent young people.
You have a lusty wit, madam.
Miss, sir. And a spinster because my wit made me laugh every time a man proposed. In due time, the joke was on me. Oh, there you are, Cynthia. This is Mr. Butler. How do you do? You've already met Captain Langley. I presume you two gentlemen know each other?
You can hardly avoid knowing each other in a community as small as this.
Has he done anything worth looking at, Cynthia?
There's some very interesting things.
Mr. Adams has not thought to show us any of his work.
Well, I didn't think you were interested, Mr. Butler.
Anything that happens in the Mohawk Valley is of interest to me.
Have you been here very long?
I was born here, Miss Stanhope. My family was the only white family in this area until the settlers began coming in. I used to think of this entire valley as my personal property.
Weren't the Indians here before you?
Indians. The Indians are savages. They have no more rights than animals. Spanish knew what they were doing and they made slaves of them.
No one will ever make a slave of an Iroquois.
Then they should be slaughtered before they slaughter us. But no one will listen to me, Miss Stanhope. They'll plow their fields and dig their graves at the same time. The settlers come, and then the preachers and the soldiers and even the painters of pictures. Squeeze the great valley into a small frame like a fence. And that's the end of freedom to breathe. Idiots.
Frightening man.
I never can decide which he hates more, the Indians or the settlers. I'm not sure he's quite sane. He's wrong about the Indians, I know that. We leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. Get along fine without me. All right, hold your fire. Stop shooting at shadows before you slaughter each other. They're most likely gone by now. We'll form a detail and search the fort from one end to the other. How'd they get in here? Fine bunch of soldiers. I'll find out how they got in here. Well, come on, sit down, finish your supper.
Eat at a time like this?
Maybe you'd rather go to your room and go to sleep.
Who could sleep with all this commotion going on?
By the time you're ready for bed, it'll all be over.
I am rather tired, Aunt Agatha.
Somebody better make certain there are no Indians in our room waiting to scalp us.
Come along. Indians in here?
You fool.
had a long journey. Sleep late tomorrow morning.
What will you be doing?
Working.
With that girl?
That girl and the cow, too. Picture isn't finished yet. Sleep late, dear. Good night, Aunt Agatha.
This isn't Boston, Cynthia. A long face doesn't stand a chance against a round of ammunition in the right place.
All right, let's go.
They're coming in here. Hide over there. Hurry up!
Yep. There she is. We built this tunnel 10 years ago so we could get the Indians from behind if they were attacking us.
Someone must have opened it from the inside. Been entertaining any Indians lately?
No more than usual.
Fetch a keg of powder.
It's been so peaceful so long, I plumb forgot about that tunnel.
What got into those redskins tonight, Captain?
I don't know.
Mean, just plain mean. Killed for the love of killing.
Should be skinned alive, every one of them. The dirty, mean, ignorant, slinking, red-skinned skunks.
For letting you take their land away from them?
Whose side you on?
Nobody's. I'm a painter.
You sound like an Indian lover, Mr. Painter.
I have no reason to hate them.
You seen what they done tonight?
Maybe it was our fault.
If you don't like how we do around here, you can get out.
Messing around with pictures ain't gonna help settle this valley.
Put it in the tunnel. Sorry. We'll double the guards. Keep on searching.
You all right?
Yes. Thank you.
I guess you'll have to stay here until tomorrow morning. Then I'll smuggle you out in my wagon.
Why?
Maybe I just don't know any better.
You are not like the others.
People have been telling me that since I was 6, and I still don't believe it. Trouble is, the others aren't like me.
That is too bad.
Well, don't be so timid. I only want to see the other side of your face. Magnificent. You must let me paint you. I'm sorry, but it's the best I have to offer. Good night.
morning.
Good morning. Jonathan has gone to fetch the cow.
I wonder why he bothers to paint the cow when he already has you in the picture.
The cow is expected by the Massachusetts Society. I am the surprise. In New England, the men carry hot water jugs when they go courting a lady?
Good morning, Greta. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Perfect light today. Don't want to lose it.
I'd like to come along, Jonathan.
After last night? Oh, dear, I wouldn't think of it. No telling what those Mohawks might be up to today.
Well, you shouldn't go either.
I carry a beautiful charm along that will protect me. Oh, I didn't mean you, Greta. You can't go along either. I'm only painting the cow today. See you at sundown.
Who will get your lunch?
I'll milk the cow.
Open the gates. Anyone leaving the fort today does so at their own risk. Captain Langley will not be responsible.
All right, he's not responsible. Open the gates. Open the gates.
They'll get over it.
Which is in love with you?
Neither one.
And yet they kiss you?
It amuses them.
An Indian woman does not kiss, not even for amusement.
Come up here next to me. Ooh. Bonita, I'm going to kiss you. And just why are you laughing?
You look so long-faced, and your mouth became little as if you'd eaten a bitter root.
You're supposed to close your eyes when you're kissed.
Do I close my eyes to watch a sunset?
What has that got to do with it?
A sunset is as beautiful as the spring flowers or the silver path of the moon across the water. The eyes open to welcome beauty. They close only to shut out ugliness. So kissing must be ugly.
The way you put it, it sounds logical. Only it isn't. Are you married, Anita?
No, not yet.
Why not? I'm sure there are many of
There are many and there are none. And I am afraid.
Afraid of what?
The white man, what he will do to us. I heard you talk to that man in your room. There was no hate in your words. Your heart was good. Come to our village. Learn about us, so that you may tell your people that we wish only to live in peace with them.
Will you let me paint what I see? Oh!
Get in the back.
I will not. Why are you with the white man?
Because you, my half-grown brother, and the brave Tuscarora warriors left me behind.
We had no chance to.
You will have plenty of chance to explain to our father. You may come back to your place, white man. The fire is out, and even the smoke crawls on the ground like a frightened dog. Come out!
Must they always talk so much?
They waste their breath if they talk about me. I am no Mohawk.
You are an Iroquois, and my father is chief of all the Iroquois.
When a young fire burns so fiercely,
that its flames reach for a tree, it must be put out before it burns down the forest.
Not put out, but made to burn where it should.
They broke the peace when I told them not to.
Rakawa, the Tuscarora, led them to it.
A guest must respect the house of his host.
Youth and hate make dangerous thoughts. He has nothing left but revenge. We must try to understand.
Ow! Ow! That hurts.
Be more gentle, Oneida. The white man is tender, and like a young pig, cries at the smallest pain.
Rakawa, you talk like a fool.
A man would not say that to me and live.
Now you talk like a boastful fool.
Stand up, Kyoga.
How brave you are, Rakawa, to fight a half-grown boy.